when being with someone is better than being alone. You wake up in a small, dimly lit apartment. The silence here is heavy, pressing against your eardrums like water at the bottom of a pool. You try to read, but the words blur together because there is no one to discuss them with. Now imagine you are standing on a busy street corner in Tokyo during rush hour. Thousands of people move around you, yet you feel invisible. But then, a stranger bumps into you and apologizes with a genuine smile. That brief connection sparks something. It reminds you that even in crowds, isolation is a choice we make by shutting out others. When you allow yourself to be seen, truly seen by another person, the weight lifts. Think about the last time you shared a laugh so hard it hurt your stomach. That physical sensation of joy is amplified when witnessed by another. Alone, laughter can feel hollow, echoing back at you without resonance. Together, it becomes a bridge. Consider how often you hesitate to share good news because you have no one immediate to celebrate with. Sharing doubles the value of the moment. Isolation shrinks your world to the size of your own mind, which is finite. Connection expands it infinitely. By choosing presence over solitude, you invite life's vibrant chaos into your sanctuary. Silence in a hospital waiting room. You sit on a plastic chair that digs into your lower back. The fluorescent lights hum with an irritating buzz. You are alone, staring at the floor tiles, counting each crack as if it holds the secret to health. Now imagine you are not there by yourself. A nurse walks by, sees your trembling hands, and sits for just 30 seconds. She doesn't offer medical advice, she simply offers her presence. This small act changes everything. Human beings are wired for co-regulation. Your nervous system looks to others to determine safety. When someone else is calm beside you, their breathing slows yours down. It is biological, not metaphorical. Picture a friend holding your hand during a difficult phone call. Their warmth grounds you. Without them, you might panic. With them, you endure. Think about grief. Alone, sorrow can consume you like a fire. But when shared, it becomes manageable, like a campfire contained within a ring. We often think strength means enduring pain silently. That is false. Strength is allowing another person to witness your vulnerability without judgment. In that witnessing, you find resilience. You realize you are part of a larger human tapestry. Isolation makes suffering seem unique and endless. Connection reveals it is universal and temporary. A rainy afternoon, in a cozy cafe. The rain taps against the window pane, creating a rhythmic soundtrack for your thoughts. You order a coffee, but drinking it alone feels mundane. The steam rises, twisting into nothingness. Now imagine you are sharing this table with an old friend. The conversation flows effortlessly, jumping from past memories to future dreams. The coffee tastes better because the moment is richer. Solitude can be peaceful, yes, but it lacks the friction that creates sparks. Interaction forces us to articulate our thoughts, refining them through dialogue. Consider how ideas evolve in group settings. A single mind has blind spots, two minds cover more ground. When you discuss a problem with someone else, they offer perspectives you never considered. This collaborative thinking is superior to solitary rumination. Rumination loops, discussion breaks cycles. Think about creative work. Many artists claim solitude fuels their art, yet most cite conversations as their true inspiration. The clash of viewpoints generates new forms. By engaging with others, you challenge your own assumptions. You grow not just by accumulating knowledge, but by testing it against another's reality. Alone, you stagnate, standing at the edge of a cliff. The wind whips around you, tugging at your clothes. Below lies a vast ocean, deep and unpredictable. You feel small, insignificant against nature's power. If you stand here alone, fear might paralyze you. But now imagine a guide stands beside you. They point out safe footing, explaining the geology beneath your feet. Their expertise transforms terror into awe. Trust is built through shared experience. When you rely on someone else, you release the burden of total control. This surrender is liberating. Think about hiking a difficult trail. Alone, every step feels like a battle against exhaustion. With a partner, you encourage each other when legs burn. Your friend's determination becomes your fuel. This symbiotic support system is crucial for overcoming obstacles. Isolation breeds self-doubt because there is no external validation. Connection provides mirror feedback. Others see strengths in us that we ignore. When you share burdens, they do not disappear, but they become lighter to carry. Imagine carrying a heavy box upstairs. It is hard alone. Ask two people to help and it becomes easy. Life's challenges are similar boxes. We were never meant to lift them solo. A chaotic kitchen during dinner preparation. Chopping vegetables creates a rapid staccato rhythm. The stove hisses, pots clatter. You are trying to cook a complex meal, feeling overwhelmed by the steps. Now imagine a family member joins you. They chop onions while you stir the sauce. You laugh at their burnt toast comment. The stress dissolves into teamwork. Cooking together turns a chore into a ritual. Shared labor builds intimacy. It requires coordination, communication, and compromise. These skills strengthen relationships. Consider how couples bond over household tasks. It is not about the dishes, it is about the shared purpose. Solitude in domestic spaces can feel lonely, like performing in an empty theater. But with others, every action has meaning. Think about cleaning a messy room. Alone, it feels endless. With friends, it becomes a game. Music plays, jokes fly, and suddenly the space is transformed. This collective energy accelerates progress. More importantly, it creates memories attached to mundane acts. Future recollections will include laughter, not just clean floors. Human connection adds texture to daily life. Without it, days blur into gray monotony. Together, even boring tasks become stories worth telling. Walking through a crowded airport terminal, luggage carts roll past, announcements echo overhead. You check your watch repeatedly, anxiety rising. Waiting alone amplifies boredom and fear of missing out. Now imagine traveling with a companion. You share snacks, debate destinations, and navigate security lines together. The journey becomes part of the adventure. Travel highlights our need for witnesses. Experiences gain value when acknowledged by another. A sunset viewed alone fades quickly from memory. A sunset shared is etched into history. Think about visiting a museum. Alone, you might skim exhibits. With a knowledgeable friend, each artifact tells a story. Their enthusiasm infects you. This transfer of passion deepens appreciation. Isolation limits perspective. You see only what fits your frame. Others expand that frame. Consider cultural exchange. Meeting locals while abroad breaks stereotypes. Dialogue bridges gaps that maps cannot. When you engage with strangers, you humanize differences. Fear shrinks in the face of curiosity. Alone, you remain a tourist, observing from behind glass. Together, you participate in the world's ongoing narrative. Connection turns observation into experience. Watching a storm approach from a porch. Darker clouds gather on the horizon. Thunder rumbles in the distance. You feel a primal urge to hide indoors. But sitting outside with someone changes the dynamic. You hold hands as lightning flashes. The danger feels less threatening because you are not facing it alone. Shared vulnerability strengthens bonds. Facing fear together creates trust. Imagine being stuck in an elevator. Panic rises in solitude, but if a stranger talks to you, calming their voice soothes yours. Human presence regulates emotion. We co-regulate through proximity and tone. Think about grief again. Mourning alone can lead to depression. Joining a support group provides validation. Hearing others say, "I understand," reduces shame. Isolation magnifies pain. Community dilutes it. It does not remove suffering but makes it bearable. Picture a child learning to ride a bike. They fall, cry, and want to quit. A parent holding the seat offers stability. Eventually they let go, but the confidence remains. Support enables independence. Without it, we hesitate. With it, we dare. A quiet library at midnight. Books line shelves, stretching into darkness. You search for answers, feeling lost in information overload. Now imagine a librarian approaches, guiding you to specific sections. Their expertise saves hours of frustration. Guidance transforms confusion into clarity. Mentorship is vital for growth. Alone, you may repeat mistakes. With advice, you learn faster. Consider apprenticeships. Skills transfer through observation and imitation. Isolation denies this opportunity. Think about artistic development. Beginners often struggle without feedback. Critiques from peers highlight flaws and strengths. This external view accelerates improvement. Solitude breeds echo chambers where bad ideas persist unchallenged. Dialogue exposes weaknesses. Constructive criticism builds resilience. Imagine writing a novel. Editing alone feels daunting. Sharing drafts with beta readers reveals plot holes. Collaboration refines vision. While creation starts within, completion requires outside input. We are social creatures designed to learn from each other. Embracing help is not weakness, it is wisdom. It acknowledges that no one knows everything. Sitting on a park bench feeding pigeons, breadcrumbs scatter as birds peck eagerly. Children run nearby, laughing. You feel a sense of peace watching nature interact. But sharing this moment enhances it. A stranger comments on the bird species. You exchange facts. Small talk bridges gaps between strangers. These micro-interactions build community fabric. They remind us we belong. Isolation makes us forget our place in society. Connection restores it. Think about volunteering. Helping others provides purpose. Working alongside fellow volunteers creates camaraderie. Shared goals unite people across differences. Consider sports teams. Victory tastes sweeter when celebrated together. Defeat hurts less when shared. Collective identity fosters belonging. Alone, you are an individual statistic. Together, you are part of a movement. Picture protesting for change. One voice is easily ignored. Thousands amplify the message. Unity gives power. Solitude offers safety but limits impact. Engagement risks rejection but yields influence. Choose connection to matter more. Shared laughter in the dark. Imagine you are sitting in a dimly lit cinema, the air thick with anticipation. The screen flickers to life, revealing a scene so absurdly funny that your stomach begins to ache from holding back laughter alone. But then, you feel it, a subtle shift beside you. Your friend lets out a snort, breaking the tension. Suddenly, the silence is gone, replaced by a shared rhythm of giggles and whispers. This moment is not just about the movie, it is about the connection forged through mutual joy. When you experience humor alone, it remains a private transaction between you and the screen. However, when shared, it becomes a bridge. You see their eyes crinkle, mirror your own expression, creating a feedback loop of happiness that amplifies the original stimulus. Think about the last time you heard a joke on social media versus one told by a close companion at dinner. The digital laugh is fleeting, often forgotten within seconds. The live laugh, however, lingers in the memory because it was anchored by another person's presence. Being together transforms simple entertainment into a communal event. It validates your emotions, making them feel more real and significant. In these quiet moments of shared amusement, you realize that human beings are wired for resonance. We do not just want to be happy, we want to witness each other being happy.